Hundreds of people in West Virginia still have no place to call home after deadly floodwaters swept through the area last month.
And since the flooding, the Attorney General's office has launched an investigation into several hotels for price gouging, raising their prices. New at 11 tonight, we are hearing from one family who says increased prices in the Lewisburg area meant that they had to turn to relatives for help. WSLS 10's Rob Manch was in West Virginia today. So Rob, what about the Bramby family, and tell us what they experienced?
Well, I've been in West Virginia several times since the floods, and when you see the destruction there, it's really hard to imagine anyone trying to profit off of it. But while he can't be specific, Attorney General Patrick Morrisey says it has happened. And Kevin Brammer says for the meantime, it's left his family with very few options.
We had gotten flooded and lost everything that we owned.
Kevin Brammer says when his family saw all of their belongings destroyed with no renter's insurance to replace them, they turned to the Red Cross. The nonprofit first recommended an emergency shelter.
We have a son who is 7 years old who is autistic, so he wasn't able to stay in a shelter.
Brammer says the Red Cross was able to provide his family with a $600 stipend for a hotel. But when his wife began looking for a room, they ran into trouble.
The night that she did call, it was either 48 hours after the flood or something like that. She did call, and they had quoted her a price of like $250 a night.
He says he was shocked, but they continued to search.
We called around in the other motels just within the right vicinity, was at the $200 to $300 range as well.
Brammer says thankfully he was able to move his family into his sister's house in Union for the time being. He says hotels may have been trying to take advantage of families like his.
Nothing special that was going on other than so many people has been displaced out of a home, and the only explanation that we were able to come up with was that, you know, they were taking advantage of the people who was suffering the most and who was in the most need.
He filed a report with the Attorney General's office, and he's not alone.
Now, with respect to price gouging, our office has investigated numerous reports. We've probably received 20 to 30 complaints. More keep trickling in.
Attorney General Patrick Morrisey assured people last week that his office was not taking these reports lightly.
We have already issued 3 subpoenas and multiple letters to different businesses around the state. Some involve water prices and toiletry items. Some involve hotels.
Now, there's an added concern in the Lewisburg area as the Greenbrier that claims to have housed or fed up to 700 people since the flood is reopening Tuesday. Any flood victims still there may need to find alternate housing. And to be clear, Morrisey could not confirm that any of the hotels being investigated are in the Lewisburg area, just that they are in areas of the state affected by flooding. Speaking with the Red Cross, the organization did just open a new shelter yesterday at the Greenbrier East High School, about a 20-minute drive from the Greenbrier Resort. The Red Cross says it can host up to 450 flood victims there. In studio, Rob Manch, WSLS 10.